going? It's Life According to Maria. I'm not going to be on camera today. I do have a little bit of a cold, but then again, I'm just here to cook, so I'm just here to show you guys the ingredients. In this video, we are going to be attempting to make a chocolate cheesecake in our Instant Pot. And I have a Luxe Instant Pot. I'll show you that, guys, in a second. But I wanted to go through some of the utensils and things, and also ingredients that you're going to need. That thing fell down. There we go. So in no particular order, let me just start with the pan. This is a Big Daddy-O pan. It's a 4x6 pan. It is not the one that has the bottom that comes off. This is just a normal one, and I'll show you how to get around that in a minute. As far as taking it out of the pan, it's not that scary, guys. Believe me, you can do it. So if you don't have one that has the bottomless, the one that comes off from the bottom that pops out, or a spring one, just get the regular one. I got this off of Amazon. It was about I think $15. So you know, not a big expense as far as if you're going to be doing a lot of cheesecakes. And believe me, once you learn how to do this, you'll be doing a lot of cheesecakes. Okay. This is the cocoa powder that I'm going to use. By the way, this is going to be keto friendly. So it's going to be a keto friendly cheesecake. So I am attempting to do most things organic or as simple as possible. I got this from Publix, I believe. It's the Simple Truth Organic. It's Dutch cocoa powder, unsweetened, great for baking, USD organic, okay? And I'll be putting the ingredients and the amounts, you know, in these little lower third titles pop outs over here as I'm talking about it. I don't have all the recipe measurements in my head. If I do, I will mention it here, but if I don't, I'll put it down below, so you'll see all the ingredient measurements, and I'll have it in the description box below as well. So moving on, that's one thing you need. You will also need 5 tablespoons of butter. This guy is softening up as we speak. I just put it out on my counter right now. So you'll need 5 tablespoons of butter, and this is just regular butter that I got, sweet, unsalted, from, you know, Publix. Okay, you're gonna need one of these things. You're gonna need basically 2 of these. These are cake boards. I got these at Hobby Lobby. What you'll be doing is basically taking this and putting it on top of here, and then I'm trying to demonstrate with one hand, it's not going to work, and then you're going to flip the cheesecake with this on the bottom of it like that, so that when it slides out, it's going to slide out to this board. You're going to need 2 of these because you're going to then flip it right side up, and I'll be demonstrating that at the end of the cooking, you know, once we get all our cheesecake done and presenting it, okay? You're gonna need semi-sweet baking chips. I got the ones with no sugar added, again, to be keto friendly. These are stevia sweetened, 45% cocoa. They are good for baking. And here is the package in the back if you want to take a quick look at it. The carbs are, total carbs are 8 grams, and that's for 30 chips, and we probably won't be using all of that. So that's just to enhance for flavor, and we're also microwaving this. So again, I'll put the ingredients, the amounts down below here, so you can see that. Okay, moving on. I'm using 2 types of swerve, actually. I do like the confectioners for the cheesecake. It just makes it a lot smoother, guys. So I'm showing you this one. If you don't have this in your pantry, and if you just have the granular one, then go ahead and use the granular one. But we're going to be using the confectioners one, okay? So, and I believe that is, I can't remember the cups on there. Okay, we're going to be using a little bit of a salt. I just scooted out the Morton salt. If you have a better quality salt, go ahead and use that, but I just, in a pinch, that's what we're going to be using. And then for our crust, we are going to be making the crust from pecans. Now, this is going to be 2 cups of pecans. You can use a lot of different types of nuts. You can use pecan, you can use walnut, you can use, what else? Cashews. You can use a lot of different type of nuts for the crust. This is going to be blended with the butter, so that's going to be on the bottom of it, and you will need a some sort of chopping device, but I'll show you that. I'll show you what I'm using, okay? You're going to need 2 eggs, so there's that. You're going to need 2 8-ounces of cream cheese. So I got the pasture-raised Organic Valley cream cheese, again, organic, non-GMO. So wherever I can, I'm trying to, eat clean. I got some natural sour cream from Kroger's. You're going to need 1 cup of this. And then what else do I have, guys? Oh, just for decoration, I bought this at Hobby Lobby as well. It's a chocolate drizzler. Now, this will have some carbs in it, but you're just using this basically to put little lines and cute little decorations, or if you want to write, happy birthday or something on the cheesecake, you could do that. So I just got that. You can microwave this, and then you just pinch it on the bottom, you cut it on the bottom, and then you just do the little drizzle. So I'll show you that at the end. And then it is my husband's birthday tomorrow, so I am making this cheesecake for him. And these are edible gold glitter stars. They're really, really cute. I couldn't resist. I know they're a little extravagant. It's $6.99, but I'm going to sprinkle that on the top of the cheesecake. Obviously, you don't have to do that if it's just a everyday cheesecake that you're making, but since it's his birthday, I decided to treat him. So I am going to be sprinkling that on top of the cheesecake. Hopefully, it'll all work out, and these are edible, so, you can eat that. And then what you're going to need is parchment paper. I'm going to show you what I did. I basically, hopefully you can see that against the pan. I took the bottom of the pan and I outlined it with a pencil. And this is parchment paper. I'm going to be cutting it around the edges here, and then using this to put on the bottom of the pan. And that will help the pecans from sticking, so they won't stick as much. And once you get it in there, I'll show you later how to kind of extract it all in there, and the parchment paper will help to eliminate any bumps and bruises to your cheesecake, okay? And then the last thing you're going to need is aluminum foil. We're going to put a little bit of aluminum foil, and this is just, again, a Kroger quality, nothing special. Aluminum foil on the top of the cheesecake as it is pressurizing and cooking in the Instant Pot. I'm going to put a couple of venting holes in it, just punch a couple of little holes in there. And then this is basically nice to have. You don't have to do this, but it helps that when you take the lid off your pressure cooker, you don't have all that steam and condensation flowing back down onto your cheesecake and just making a puddle on your cheesecake. So it's just to eliminate that kind of situation. But again, you don't have to have it. You can simply use a paper towel and pad off the top of your cheesecake. So let me go ahead and show you the utensils that I will be using. Okay guys, I am using the 6-quart Instant Pot, and this is the IP Luxe edition. So if you want to take a quick look, those are the buttons, and we will be just using a manual pressure on this. So none of these buttons will apply except for the manual, and then the adjustment up and down for the time. So that is that. I'll show you inside. There we go, ready to rock and roll. There's the top to it. You're gonna need a bowl to mix the cheesecake stuff. The stuffing of the cheesecake will be in this bowl. I'm gonna use my magic bullet. I just happen to have this one, and I will be putting the pecans in here and then basically putting this upside down and giving it a good swirl to chop it up. You are gonna need some sort of device to chop up your nuts finely. So whether that's a food processor or whether you want to use the magic bullet or anything that you have, you can basically put it in a like a brown paper bag and take a mallet to it if you want to crush it up, if that's all you've got. That's perfectly acceptable. The end result is that it's finely chopped. You're going to need the trivet, and this will go on the bottom here of the pan, and that is to elevate the cheesecake above the water. You will be adding 1 cup of water into the Instant Pot to bring that up to pressure, and that's how you're going to be cooking it. And then to present it, if you want to put it away and if your family doesn't devour it all in one stand. So what I got is I just got this Betty Crocker Tupperware. I'm going to turn it upside down so you guys can see that. It's just a Betty Crocker. I don't even know what is the size on this, guys. It's a 12 cup easy seal is what it's called. 12 cup easy seal. I have this, oh my goodness, for a long time. Usually I use it for food and leftovers and everything. But a great trick is once you put your cheesecake and put it on the cardboard that I showed you guys, this bottom is actually the bottom, and then this becomes a small cake holder. Okay, so you can pop the top on like this, and whatever cheesecake remains, you can just leave it in there and put it in the fridge for later use. So isn't that clever? I think that's very clever. So anyway, guys, let's get going. I'm going to go ahead and process the pecans, and then I'll be right back showing you how that worked out. Hey guys, I forgot to mention one ingredient, and that is vanilla extract. So I picked up the Spice Island pure vanilla extract, and you're going to need, I believe, 1 teaspoon of it. But I'll check on that, and like I said, I'll put it below. But yeah, I just forgot it on my list of ingredients, so make sure you pick up a vanilla extract. Okay. Okay guys, here's my 2 cups of chopped pecans. As you can see, it's finely chopped. There are some granules of, larger chunks in it, but that's not going to really matter. So that's going to go into the bowl here. So let's just do that. I'm just doing it with one hand here. So there it goes. And to that, we are going to add 5 tablespoons of butter. I'm just about to go ahead and microwave that down. So I'm going to melt that down. I'm going to add that in. And let's get a little bit in there. And then I have already cut my parchment out. I showed you guys how I did that with the, just a pencil on the bottom. And I cut it out, put it in there. So that is ready to go. So this is the next steps. I'll be right back. Guys, I hope you can see this. This is how it looks like in the bowl. So this is 2 cups of the pecan. There you go. And to that I am adding the 5 tablespoons of butter right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And what we're going to do is stir this all up. Just give it a good stir and let it combine and incorporate. Hopefully you can see that. There you go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stick it in the oven. Listen to me. We're going to stick it into the refrigerator. I tend to just put it right into the freezer because that way I don't have to wait as long. And there's that. It's incorporating beautifully with that butter. Look at that. There you go, guys. And I'm going to put it into the bottom of our daddy-o pan here with the parchment. So there is that. There you go. And we're going to pat this down. Hopefully you can see that. You can see that, right? Yeah. And it goes. And this is an absolutely fabulous consistency. I can see it right now, guys. It is beautiful. Just get every little bit in there as much as you can. And we're going to be patting it down. I'm going to use like just like a little serving spoon. First I'm going to do it with my wooden spoon. Just get it in there nice and rounded down in the corners. There we go. Even it out as best as you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is meant to be eaten. There we go. Make sure it's nice. Oh my goodness, this is going to be so good. You can go up on the sides a little bit if you want. Okay guys, moving right along, I've melted 16 ounces of cream cheese. I've got 1 cup of sour cream that will be going in. I've got 1/3 of a cup of cocoa that will be going in. I don't want to pick this up. I'm going to be kind of gingerly. I've got some vanilla extract down here. I know it's kind of out of camera, but I don't want to spill it just now. We're going to need a couple of pinches of salt, 2 eggs that I've got over here. Okay, and then this, I know it's one of my older cups here, but it's a 2/3 cup of the confection, oh sorry, down here, 2/3 cup of the confectioner's sugar, the swerve, okay, is in there. All right, one thing I did forget is to grease my pan. So I just took that out of the freezer, but I'm gonna give it a little coating of grease, you know, just a little squirt there, just to make sure it doesn't stick on the sides. And there you go. There's enough of that. And don't worry about it getting into the crust. It's not a big deal. It's not going to stick or anything. The main thing is that you are coating the sides. Okay? So we've got that. It's nice and stiff now. So we'll put that out of the way here so it's not in direct sunlight. So I've got my cream. Let's start adding my ingredients. So in goes the cocoa powder, and I am gonna pause this video because I do have to melt the other chocolate, the little chocolate chips. But let's get these ingredients in here. Here goes my 1 teaspoon of vanilla, so that goes in there. I got that done. I got that done. I'm gonna just move from right to left here, guys. A couple of pinches of salt go in there. Throw some over your shoulder for good luck. That's always a good thing. And then we are going to put in the powder. There we go. And my sour cream goes in next. All of that in there. Look at that, guys. It is yummy. And the best part of this recipe is you don't need elaborate machinery. You don't need one of these huge mixers. You don't need anything. You just need hands, and you need some, you know, elbow grease, and it'll go pretty easily. There we go. I'm gonna start mixing this up, and then I'm gonna pause the camera, and I'm gonna go ahead and add the semi-sweet baking chips. I still have to add that, and that will be 6 ounces of this. So I'll go ahead and stop the video, do this, and then add it in there. But let's go ahead and mix this up. Hang on a sec. There we go. Get it all mixed in there really well. And this will take a little bit, you know. It's gonna have to be friends with everybody here. So I'm gonna probably speed up the camera right now and get to mixing it, but I'll be back shortly after that with melted chocolate. Okay guys, I've got my melted chocolate here, so I'm gonna just add it in here right now. It's pretty hot. I'm gonna add it a little at a time here. They're in different areas. There we go. You can get it in there. It's a little sizzly, but that's okay. I'll cool it down, and it's just gonna make it even more chocolatey. Oh my goodness. Whew, This is gonna take a little more stirring, and then we're gonna be ready to pour it into the pan. So I will be back shortly once I'm done stirring everything together. Okay guys, we got our cheesecake filling here, and then here is the bowl, and I'm going to attempt to put this, let me put this aside here, attempt to put this in there. Let me get a spatula, and hopefully I won't make a mess here, guys. So let me put this on this side for you guys to see. There you go. And wow, hopefully this will all work out. Big bowl, ow, ow, thumb. There we go. And it pours. And if there's a little left over, like if you have more and it doesn't fill up all the way, don't worry about it. Just, you know, let the kids lick on it, or anybody that wants it. This is really, really good stuff. I mean, maybe you shouldn't lick too much because it does have raw eggs in it, so I would advise you to be careful if you guys have any anything to do with that. But this one does fit in perfectly. Look at that. And with more to spare, I'm going to try to put in as much as I can in here without tipping the bowl. So that just fit in pretty nicely. There we go. Scrape in every little morsel here. There we are. Okay, that should do it. There we go. And now what I'd like to do is, if you can see, it's kind of uneven, you know, I just go ahead and do one of these. Just kind of jiggle it a little bit and tap it. That way all the air bubbles, I can even see the air bubbles, I don't know if you can see it, coming to the surface. So just kind of whack it on the table. Give it a good whack, a good smack. I see a big bubble actually coming to the surface right there. I don't know if you can see that, but these will all come to the surface, and you just kind of want to go ahead and pat it and make sure everything is doing its thing there. There we go. Now, I already have 1 cup of water in here into the Instant Pot. I'm going to move these around, guys. One thing I don't like about the Instant Pot is that it has a very short cord, so it's not like it can, you know, you can see a lot. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put this on the trivet in here. And let me pause the camera, and then I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing as far as setting the timer on. Okay guys, here's my Instant Pot again. It's the IP Lux one, and it's got the cover off. I have 1 cup of water in here. Here's my trivet, and it's holding on to the cheesecake. One thing I do want to do is put an aluminum top on this, so let me go ahead and do that. Okay guys, let me move this aside here so you can see. I'll put this over here. You can see, there we go. And I'm gonna put this right on top here. Easy peasy. Just smooth down the edges. And then what we're gonna do is poke a couple of holes off the side here, just for venting. So I'll go ahead and do that with my little knife here. Just do a couple of these, nothing major, okay? Just so that it doesn't, there we go. That's about good enough. So about 2 or 3 of those poke holes in there. And then what we're gonna do is put it right inside of our trusty Instant Pot, like that. So we got everything all set up here. There you go. Everything's done. Now I'm gonna get off camera, and I'm gonna actually show you guys how to program this, okay? Hey guys, here's the Instant Pot. It's off right now. I have the lid on, and I have it in the sealing position. So we are ready to start. We are going to put it on a manual setting. So let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna do manual. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to hold this with one hand, guys. So, and we're gonna put it up to 28 minutes. Okay, and we want to make sure it is, I guess it's just regular, so it'll be on the normal. It'll be 28 minutes, and there it goes. It is on. Okay guys, just want to show you, it's at 7 minutes now, so we have 7 minutes left. We are going to be doing a natural release, yes, for approximately 10 minutes. So whatever I said in the previous clip doesn't count that I'm going to be releasing it immediately. It's not. We're going to leave it for 10 minutes natural release, and then whatever remains pressure, we are going to be releasing the vent at that time. So I just wanted to make that clear. So again, we have 7 minutes to go. It is silent, guys. It is really, really silent in there because there's not much going on except it steaming its little heart out. And yeah, it's just doing its thing. So I'll be back when the natural release is counting up, and I'll check in with you guys. Okay guys, it just beeped and there it is. L stands for lapse time. So now it's gonna count up to 10 minutes. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait for about 10 minutes. And as you can see, it is still sealed. I am gonna leave it in the seal position for 10 minutes on natural release, and then we'll be back to unveil this. Okay guys, it's at 11. I just went off by about 1 minute because I was blib-blabbing a little bit here, but we're gonna go ahead and get this seal to depressurize. And if my dog barks, it's just he hates the steam sound. So there we go. There's not any steam left in it. Holy moly, that's pretty good. Okay, so we're ready to get this guy off, and we're gonna go ahead and decant it like a fine wine. Let's see what's going on here. Ooh, it is pretty hot, I'll tell you. There we go. And off comes the lid. There, you see all the steam coming out? Guys, that's all the steam coming out. And it's really helped that there were these holes at the top there. So we're gonna let that cool down a little bit, and then I'm gonna put it, I have a mat here, we're gonna put it out here. Now, a really, really important thing is that you have to let the cheesecake cool for 1 hour outside the refrigerator, just a natural, countertop, 1 hour. That is very important. A lot of people don't tell you this. They tell you to stick it right in the fridge and, 4 hours, you're ready to go, slice it up, blah, blah, blah. No, make sure that it is allowed to rest for 1 hour on a countertop in a cool environment, not with direct sunlight on it or anything like that. And then after that, you're ready to put it back in the fridge, okay? So let me go ahead and give it a few minutes, and I'll put it out here on the table, and then you'll see how I leave it on the counter. Okay guys, take a look-see. Here it is, 28 minutes, perfectly brown. Everything is cooked through. There's the cheesecake. I lifted it off, and it is sitting, as you can see, on my countertop. I just put a little mat under it. And sorry, it's a Valentine mat, but I know it's around the holidays and it's Christmas time, but it was the first mat that came out of my cabinet here. And yeah, there it is. So we're gonna leave this here to rest and be happy for about an hour and to evaporate everything. Now, as you can see how moist it is, that is just the moistness of it, and it will evaporate a little bit, but no real water or anything got into it. So that's why you just kind of poke some holes in there and let the magic happen, okay? Oh my gosh, if you could just smell this. I wish there was a smell button on YouTube, because this thing is glorious. Anyway, guys, in an hour, I'll put it in the fridge, and I'm not going to show you that part because I think it's self-explanatory. Just take it off the trivet, put it in the fridge, and 4 hours is okay. 8 hours is better. 12 hours is max for a cheesecake to settle in and chill down in the refrigerator. So I guess tomorrow is when I'll be decorating it and putting the final touches on there. And I won't show you that because it's just drizzling some things on there, the little chocolate and then those little edible stars. But once I present it on the actual plate, oh, I should show you guys how to deplate it. So I will do that. show you how to put it on the burner really quick on the stove and get the bottom warmed up to pop this sucker out of this container and then put it on the cardboard. And then after that, I'll be presenting it to you guys, okay? Stay tuned.
Okay guys, it's the next morning. I took it out of the refrigerator and this is how it looks like. So we're gonna just pop this on top of the oven just for a couple of seconds, and then I'm gonna run a knife just around the corners to loosen it, and hopefully this thing will go ahead and slide right out of here. Okay guys, we're gonna turn the burner on just for a few seconds, just so it warms up the bottom so we can slide it out. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do right now. There we go. And I just have that there on a really low heat. I'm basically going to just wiggle it around for a matter of seconds. And you don't want to cook this, you just want to warm up the bottom. And that's it. Done. Done, done, done. All right, guys, the moment of truth. So, put this is your 12-inch, I think, or is it 8-inch? 8-inch cardboard on the top. And then flip it over. And hopefully, okay, it's coming. It's coming. I feel it. You got to give it a couple of good bangs here. Don't be shy. And there it is. All right. Maybe do a little bit less on the fire there, but that's the bottom. Okay. I'm just peeling this off. It was just a few seconds on the fire. There you go. Peeling that one off. There's the bottom crust on it. And then what we're gonna do is this way, take it and ever so gently with two hands like a sandwich, think of it as holding a burger, okay? And just flip, all right? There we go. And there it is. Okay? There, it's out. Yay! I did it! And there you are. There's your cheesecake. We're gonna be eating it later tonight for his birthday. So once I dish it up and do that, I'll take pictures of it, and then I'll cut it open and we'll see how that looks like, okay?
Well, hey guys, it's the next day and I went ahead and decorated the cake. These are the edible gold stars sprinkled all over it, and there is some whipped cream on the center, which is absolutely lovely, and that dark chocolate is just astounding. There's the pecan crust right there on the bottom of it, and I'm going to be dishing this up and giving it a taste test, and I will be back in a
Okay guys, I am back. There's the cake. You saw it close up. Here's my little dish. And we are going to try to cut this up. I've got this little gizmo here. Hopefully that will work. And let's give it a taste test. Oh, it is definitely solid. There we go. I'm pushing down on it. There we go. And hopefully I'll do this right and figure this out. There we go. Ignore the dog. I'm gonna give it one more separation there just to make sure that I've got the bottom layer there separated. All right, I'm gonna go in on the bottom. Oh my gosh, do you see this, guys? Okay, hopefully I won't spill everything. I'm gonna lift it off of here. Come on, ooey gooey. There. Look at that, guys. Hopefully I am not gonna throw that into the camera, but there you go. And there it is. And I'm gonna give it a quick taste test. Oh, wow. Okay. There we go. Into the gullet. Oh my gosh.
This is absolutely delicious. It is so flavorful, and every bite is full of chocolate. Look at that, guys. Oh, yum. This is gonna be all mine. I haven't had dinner yet, and I'm hungry. And every little morsel, look at that. Just beautiful. It is melting in my mouth. Okay, this is a winner. Again, there you go. Look at how moist that is. That is so scrumptious and moist all throughout. Got the whipped cream running down there. And the back is nice and sturdy. And those pecans are just right in there. Just right. There's all the pecans. So enjoy, guys. This is not going to break the bank as far as keto and your sugar and your low carbs. It is absolutely glorious. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy making it. If you have any questions, leave me comments below. I'll try to answer as best I can. I will leave you the originator of this recipe. It is Twin Cities Adventures. That is the YouTuber that has made this keto-friendly cake. I put a little twist on it for myself, and I added the pecans. They did, I believe, almonds, and they did a couple of different things, but I took the idea from them, so I do want to give them credit. Again, they're Twin City Adventures, and I will leave that original link to that video down in my description box, so you guys can go view that one as well as this one, and then do your combination and get creative. I love you guys. Happy holidays. Thank you again. I hope you thumbs up this video and give it a great support. And I love you guys. Thank you again for your support. Over 4,200 subscribers now. And see you in my next video. Blessings to everybody. Bye.